first down. It's Palmer. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down 49ers.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
Get ready. Blue 50. Let's go. Let's go. Regular.
They go again with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Savage on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for...
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and a guy to look at, DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage? And DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? That's a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
On second down, Palmer. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Big Terrence Knighton able to get him on the ground. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, here's Palmer. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Right now.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On second down, here's Savage. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
Now give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make the play on first down. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Let's go, let's go.
On third down, Palmer looking for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Godot's kick is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there. The out route is such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
In motion is Fedorowicz. Throwing on third down, it's Savage. This one complete, it's C.J. Fedorowicz. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Now whistles come in. We're good by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. On second down, Palmer. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Davis. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Palmer. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Regular. Here we go. Wide. Regular.
From the gun on 3rd down. This time for Smith, and there he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Regular. Here we go. Mirror. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Try to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 96 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 15 that time. And the 49ers are going to get a first. On first down, it's Palmer. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Palmer now. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run with Davis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the... Now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down following the run. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll come out in the pistol.
Detroit!
They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 67 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Set! Green, 39!
And they'll give Miller another crack. And this one will... And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Savage on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Novak's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Let's go.
On second down, Palmer. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here we go.
On third down, Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
They go play action here on first down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jeremy Maclin in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers get a score closer. It is true, the lead cut to 10, 23-13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And here comes the Texans now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 27 yards that time. And it'll be first down 49ers.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing is Palmer. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Maclin. A good pickup there, a 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it again with Miller across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And finding Fedorowicz. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
On 1st and 10, Savage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. About the other part, you can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. On the left side, it's McDonald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Right now, mirror.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out comes Houston.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Texans a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
A play fake to Miller. Now Savage. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Quentin Dial, he'll be credited with a tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
On second down, here's Savage. And on the left side, Fedorowicz has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go now!
They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. Flush to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They come up in an offset eye. They'll let the power game take over with Prosh. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jay Prosh, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Back to the air, Palmer after the pick six. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Savage surveying the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 78 yards. And the Texans add on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37 and give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go, let's go. Mirror.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Here's Palmer to throw. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. On 3rd down, Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Get ready. One.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Savage. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And back to the air. Savage on 2nd down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Good.
2nd and 10, going with Savage again. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the 1st down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Get ready. One. Regular.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Sally 19.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Palmer. And my goodness, on the big fella. It's J.J. Watt. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for six.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And McDonald here over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18.
On third down, Palmer. And he's got his man. That's Maclin. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The play clock's running down. To throw is Palmer. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Let's go.
On second down, Palmer. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Get ready.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Palmer. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Third down now following the run. Savage now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the 2 of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Houston, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.